What if the fastest way to $2,500 a month isn't finding new clients, but calling and working with the ones that you've already worked with? Now, in the last 2 years, I've helped marketers just like you who are tired and overworked, ready to quit, turn their past clients into $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, and $10,000 a month and beyond in reliable, recurring, scalable income. And better yet, you don't need to create a brand new funnel or a new course or a new product. So let me ask you this. Why is the easiest $2,500 a month already sitting in your inbox and you don't even see it? What's the exact message that you can send to past clients to unlock recurring revenue almost instantly? And how do you turn a one-time project into a client that pays you month after month after month? So a few of you have asked for some more details around converting clients into recurring revenue, which is really, really good to see, and I'm glad to hear it. It's something we'll certainly focus on a lot more on. And I want to start with why the easiest $2,500 a month is basically already sitting in your inbox. You just haven't done anything about it. Now, the goal with this, when we first started doing this with our clients, was that we knew that $2,500 a month wouldn't fix everything forever, but it's a really good place for us to start. My kind of goal was, well, what if I can do 1/4 of a $10,000 a month recurring revenue business, and we just help take some of that pressure off. And then with the view to go us onto, 5,000 a month and then 10,000. And this system works throughout this whole process. We just like to start with 2,500. And the way that I like to do that is look at, well, how can we find 5 $500 a month clients? Now, the key here is understanding that these clients will do two things. First of all, they will pay us recurring revenue so that our overall monthly recurring permanent income goes up bit by bit by bit, step by step. That's the first thing. The second thing is that our time does not increase the more clients we get. You see, a lot of people will basically attach their time to their prices, which means when they sell something, they know that they are going to be the ones who have to deliver it. And I want to make sure that whenever you make a sale, it doesn't add to your time necessarily. So I want us to imagine we've got 2 rivers, right? I haven't got a blue color, but that's fine. We can do some reeds. There we go. Now, I bumped into a friend of mine a while back, a guy called Steve, who's an extremely talented artist. But how I know Steve originally is that he and I used to fish together a lot. And I happened to bump into him walking down, I was actually walking my dog down one of the rivers, and Steve was stood there looking at the rivers. And I was like, hey man, really good to see you, how are you doing? What brings you to this particular river and not the other one down the road? And he said, oh, it's because I'm looking for fish. And it became extremely apparent that Steve was basically looking to find fish. And I was like, well, okay, why here? And he said, really simply, because I've caught fish here before already. Now that might make a lot of sense to you, but I am staggered with the number of people who will go to the river with absolutely no fish, or they've never fished in it before, and they wonder why they don't catch anything. It's exactly the same with clients. So the first thing I want you to do is draw up 2 lists. On the left-hand side, I want you to type in or look at audience. Now remember, you can actually download this whiteboard as a worksheet. Just use the link down below. It's in the description. It might even be in the first comment. Click that link and you can get this whiteboard or worksheet sent to your email so that you can go ahead and use it. So the first thing is I want us to look at our audience and I want to look at clients. Audience are the people on your list. They are in groups. Maybe you've set up like a Facebook group or a LinkedIn group, kind of like a social feed where you're already producing things. Maybe you're producing content on a channel like YouTube. This is kind of before you have had a real chance to have a conversation with people. And then I want you to take a look at your clients. Now, this actually is a very broad term because I want to look at your past clients, the clients that you're currently working with, as well as leads, so anyone who've already got their contact information and you know that they're interested in a specific topic, and prospects. Prospects are people who you have sent proposals to, you've already had a conversation with them, and they've just failed to become a client. Our goal is to basically take, if we look at this, every time you make a sale, you'll add a client onto your workbooks. And you probably deliver work to them. But we know that after that initial kind of spike in revenue, it then slowly drops off, and then we have another spike, drop off, spike, and drop off, spike. What I want to do is I want to convert these clients into people who pay monthly over time. And we're going to help try to find between 3 and 5 $500 a month clients using this method. Now, I've done this with my business a couple of times. This is how I run the business now. I charge people hundreds of dollars for software. I've run it with my clients' business. I've run it with other customers, other marketers, other consultants. This methodology works. It's just very dull. It's very boring. It requires you to sit down and do the work, but it allows you to convert clients into paying customers. And so the first part is to understand who is most likely to buy first. The people who I would be targeting first are your current clients, then looking at your past clients, then your leads and prospects, and then finally, so 1, 2, 3, 4, your groups and content. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you can't promote to all of them at once. It's just I like to know that, well, perhaps I'm going to be emailing 5 people here, 20 people here, 100 people here, and 10,000 people here. I know that I'm probably going to change the language a little bit, but we're going to take it one piece at a time, and we're going to focus on our current and past clients first, with a little bit around leads and prospects. But anything I show you here can absolutely be applied to your audience as well. So what is the message exactly that you can send to your past clients or your audience that will convert them and unlock recurring revenue within their business? Because if you're anything like me, I used to land a client, I used to feel extremely grateful and go, oh my God, thank God, I can't believe this is done. I get to pay off a bunch of bills. I've got some money in the account now. And then when the project is kind of closed, I then think, well, can't send them an email or an invoice anymore. That's kind of end of the relationship. And I would feel a bit cheeky reaching out to them, asking for some more money, but I'm going to change that. This next piece is basically what I call a subscription message or a subscription offer. It's basically, what are you going to be putting out towards your audience to say to them, hey, you remember that time when you gave me a bunch of money? I actually think you should give me some money every single month. This is what you're going to write. If you don't do this, you are going to struggle to sell anything, and you're going to fall into the trap where instead of trying to sell one specific thing, you try to sell everything. And because everyone is selling everything, you'll end up having to lower your prices and compete with everybody else. Whereas I want you to be very, very specific and have a $497 a month offer. When I first did this, I had absolutely no idea how I was going to sell this. There were no YouTubers doing this at the time. This is before high level. This is before any of the white label stuff, any of that kind of SaaS offering things. I used to sell this product called Opt-in Monster. Now, I would have like a master license, and I would basically sub-license out to my clients anywhere from between $500 to $1,000 a month. And I had to figure out, well, how the hell am I going to sell this? And the guy I was working with, who's a mentor of mine, a guy called Mark, who I still work with today, he was like, it's a really simple process. I just want you to get on a call with a client, and I just want to keep asking them questions. And the first question I want you to ask is, what stresses you out? All I'm trying to do is get a list of their problems. Because when I have a list of their problems, I begin to get an understanding of what is wrong within the business. And within 5 or 6 of these problems, and you can phrase them any way you want. You can say, what stresses you out? What's your biggest frustration in the business? What do you want to fix next? What do you think could be faster? What do you think could be easier? What's broken? What's your biggest problem in the business? Don't overthink it. Eventually, we had about 15 bullet points throughout their business. And they ranged from really big things, like they're struggling to scale, all the way down to small things like email login is a bit tricky. And so after going through every single one of these pieces, you might just go, well, yeah, there's just a bunch of problems. But when you ask the customer these questions, you will begin to see, oh my God, these are all things that I can fix. All you're trying to do is find things that you can fix every single month. They could be based around time, they could be based around focus, they will especially be based around money. When you ask a customer what are the biggest things they don't like about their business, they will tell you what they will buy. So when we then come onto this next piece, all we have to say is, I could fix this for you. Would you like this to be fixed? And it's even better, especially when working with businesses, because they say, well, yeah, of course I'd like to fix that. And we go, well, if we did fix it, how much would this improve your business by? And they say, well, this would improve our business by $10,000 a month. Great. I'm only charging you $500 a month. Does that sound like a good deal to you? So this is how we end up figuring out, well, how am I going to sell a productized service? You see, a lot of marketers are used to the idea that, well, a customer is hiring me to do branding or funnel work or web design or email or whatever it is. So I'm going to give them a service. They know that it comes with me attached to them. And we think that that's the only sales or buying relationship that we've got. And that's not true. The customer isn't buying the relationship with you. They're buying their problem to go away, if that makes sense. All they want is a slightly better version of their own future. That's all they're looking for. So when we solve those problems, it doesn't matter how it gets delivered, we're still selling them their problem. So that's the second piece I want you to do. I want you to get on a call with a few of these customers. I'm going to share with you some of the messaging that we can use, and I just want you to ask them questions about what's going wrong in their business. Now, even better, there's a very basic framework that I use where I ask them, where are you now? Like, what's the problem in the business? Where do you want to be tomorrow? Basically, what's the goal? And what's stopping you? What's the gap in the middle? And they will tell you, they're like, well, currently, we really struggle with sales. You go, okay, what's the goal? I don't know, an extra 1,000 units a year or something like that. What's stopping you? Well, currently we don't have enough time to be able to do this ourselves. You can look at that and go, I could solve that problem for you. And if you can work out the value by saying to them, okay, well, what would those 1,000 units a year look like? And they say, well, that would basically give us an extra $150,000 a year. Fantastic. I'm only charging you 6,000 essentially to solve that problem. Does that seem worthwhile? So if you have conversations and focus around the problem, you will have no end of creative messaging and creative offers to be able to bring to a market to sell them a $500 a month product. And so physically, how do we convert a one-time project into a customer who pays us every single month? And the figure that we're looking for is $500. If you follow this next point, you will literally have customers asking if they can buy from you, and slowly you will see your recurring revenue go up and the amount of time that you need to spend in the business go down. So one of the things that I do is I'll often jump in on a client meeting between one of my clients, basically you guys, and your client. And they're often sales calls, and they'll be like me in the corner, and they know that I'm there. It's like, hey, this is Mike. He's, helping me out with a few bits and pieces. And they'll have a conversation, and maybe they ask some questions, maybe they find out what the problem is, and they kind of reach this natural roadblock within the conversation where the customer or the client is thinking, okay, I really just want to ask, how does it work and how much money does it cost? But you, or my marketing clients, they kind of think, I don't really know how to go about asking them if they want to buy. What you want to do is, do you want to buy? And what they want to know is the cost and the time and basically how it works. Here's how we can fix this immediately. I want you to hop onto a conversation, and I want you to ask a bunch of questions where you'll get their problems. Now, in my experience, boiling it down to their top 3 problems is probably a good place to start. So maybe, let's say for our biggest one, we really struggle with repeat sales, we're stretched for time, and we're a bit disorganized. Now, throughout this process, I haven't said, here's the solution. Instead, here's how I close clients. I'll say to them, okay, so you want repeat sales? And I'll go, yeah. I will then ask them questions based on what I think they should be doing. But they're kind of leading questions, maybe a bit loaded. What this does is 2 things. First of all, it allows you to open up for a close. And it also kind of demonstrates a bit of expertise. So I would say, well, how often are you emailing your best customers and asking them to buy again? And they'll say, oh, we don't do that. So I'll say campaign, for example. Like, how often are you sending a resale campaign to your clients to get them to buy again? I'll say not at all. I will then say, does that sound like a good idea? They go, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. Would you like some help with that? If you write down anything, it's this phrase. Would you like some help with that? Let's do it again. Time management, we're really stretched for time. Well, how about, have you tried automating a lot of the tasks that you were talking about with your team, or maybe some AI? No. Does that sound like a good idea? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Would you like some help with that? Another one, we're very disorganized. Okay, well, do you have an org chart with automatic assignments of tasks and new leads when they come in? No, we don't have that. Does that sound like a good idea? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Great. Would you like some help with that? Oh my God, I'd love that. Fantastic. That's the flow that I want you to talk about. It's really simple. Problem, proposed solution. Is that a good idea? Would you like some help? Now, here's what's clever. I can do this all the way at the top of the funnel with the email. So I can actually say to my clients to get them on a call, hey Mike, we're working on a new system that allows businesses like yours to generate a ton of sales without having to do any new ads. Does that sound like something you're interested in? They go, yeah, that sounds amazing. So we've skipped all the way through solution idea. Great, why don't we get on a call? That is essentially the same framework of, we've identified the problem, making sales. The solution is making lots of repeat sales without having to find new clients. Does this sound like a good idea? It's something we're working on. Would you like some help with that? Does that sound interesting to you? When you move through that process, you're able to very quickly begin to get clients to say, yeah, I would like some help with that. Fantastic. Well, for $500 a month, we can move you on to our new software. Now, you're probably wondering, how on earth do I build software for clients if I've got absolutely no software backgrounds? The first step would be using the link down below, and I'll take you through all of that. But I've also got this up here, which takes you through how to deliver $150,000 worth of results to your clients, even if you're starting from scratch, especially if you're wanting to sell a subscription or recurring revenue product.